My name's Peggy Lee, and I am one of the founders of the Vancouver Chinese Activity Center. In 1970, somewhat, Grace McCarthy, the Honorable Grace McCarthy, asked for a meeting with us to see if we could form this thing to do something for seniors. So we wanted to open a seniors home.
Well, I first learned about it when I understood that there were people in my constituency who desired to have this wonderful dream come true. And it was just a concept, and they came to the government to see how we could help. And being the member of the legislature at that time for this area, I was, of course, pleased to see them and to listen to them. And I bought into the dream because it had a lot of unique ideas surrounding it.
Sam Key was one of the original people who, in the Chinese Activity Center, that really wanted to have a subsidized seniors housing facility for people, Canadians, as well as those of Chinese origin.
My name is Chuck Liu. I have the honor and privilege to be a co-chair of the Chishaun Housing Society. Oakridge House itself is the name of the building. It's owned by the Chishaun Housing Society, which in turn is a partnership of the Chinese Canadian Activity Center and Shaughnessy Heights United Church.
I became interested because of my retirement and my low income. And I am part of the service committee, which has the contacts with the tenants, which I enjoy very much.
One of the things that I love about this place, besides the people, is the fact that I just only live about 5 minutes from Oakridge, and it's so convenient to do the shopping. My doctor and dentist is over there. I really don't need to leave here.
My husband, Gordon Yuen, a Canadian-born Chinese architect, was able to speak with the Oakridge Mall administration to provide an overpass so that the senior citizens that live there can go safely to the mall.
What I like about Oakridge House is the amount of ladies. It's about 60 to 1 in favour of the ladies. So as long as I lock my door at night, everything's okay.
The reason that I resigned or retired was that I believed that if I stayed on, then there would be no chance to bring new people in, and to have not the same people on the board forever.
I remember Ed Strang. He was the president representing the Shaughnessy Church at the time, and he was a devoted, remarkable community worker, and we loved him. Peggy Lee was my great friend who interested me in it at the beginning, and still keeps me in touch because she continues to work with this organization. She does a lot for the elderly people, and socials and trips and things like that, and she's still very involved.
And we are noted to be one of the best run senior homes in the city. We as a board do so much volunteer work, and they're wonderful. Each one does their work, and nobody don't have to be paid. They're not paid at all. I went to some of these seminars and they get paid, and we never do. And they're a grand board. Whatever they're told to do, they do.
For me, I don't have as much contact with the tenant like the other committee, but because of my language, and sometimes they are pretty close to me, some of the tenants, because I can speak their language.
So each year, for example, we have a tenants review where we go through the income of each of the tenants, and from that we determine the 30%, and then we work with a budget with BC Housing with them paying the difference. Well, we have 78 suites, of which 2 really belong to the caretakers, and of that we probably have about 13 that are double suites, and there's always a very strong demand because of the particular location and the way we look after the tenants. We do have a fund that is separate to our normal operational fund, which we can help the tenants in the areas of Christmas parties, the Canada Day, and other functions during the year. So there's outings for them which they can enjoy, and that comes partially from the other funds that we have within the operation.
They get kind of excited about preparing, planning to go somewhere, and you need to get dressed up to go for dinners. We have many dinners. We celebrate the Chinese New Year dinners and Moon Festival dinners.
I have been here for 20 years, and I just love it. All being well this year especially, my 100th year.
My mother's been here for almost 4 years, and this is a very good, well-managed building.
大家好，这位是我的母亲朱老太太，我是 Joseph Chu。我母亲在这 Oakridge House 已经有4年了，她在这边过得很好的生活，这边有很好的邻居，也管理得非常良好。这确实是一个老人居住的很好的环境。好，谢谢大家。
It's not simply a bunch of one-bedroom apartments for seniors or people with physical disabilities. In terms of the first thing is in terms of making sure that people coming in are really going to connect. The second thing is in terms of the orientation of new tenants, taking them through the building, introducing them to other tenants, telling them about the I'm OK signs, and putting the expectation out that we will be asking them to get involved.
I got such a warm welcome from everyone, which has never stopped. They are still very kind and friendly, which I really love.
With my background in healthcare, it's important to be able to assess how this tenant is doing, and then being able to communicate with the healthcare resources in the community.
Anything like this takes so many people, and of course we know the old saying that you can get a great deal done as long as you don't worry about who gets the credit, and I think that credit is shared by a lot of people. A lot of people put their heart, their soul, their love into this project.
But the secret of the continuity of the board is because everybody works together for the welfare of the tenants.
And they are enjoying everything. Their programs, they have every program going. They're happy people, and I'm glad.
We should pay a special tribute today to those who have gone before, served on boards, labored long and hard, late at night into meetings that have to make decisions, and have given themselves to the community to do just that. I wish the board of today the very best in the future, and may you long have people who will take on those responsibilities on behalf of the senior citizens of our province.